Today I'm reacting to ridiculous TikToks about watches. Before we get into the video, let me take off my jacket. Let me take off my jacket and buy your watch from prideandpinion.com. We're authorized dealers from many brands. We sell Patek Philippe, Richard Mille, Rolex, AP. We also sell Tissot, Casio, and everything else. No, I'm actually going to keep the jacket on. It's better. Let's get stuck in this video.
What if Rolex made frozen dinners? Let's go. Most frozen snacks are cheap, messy, and unpredictable.
Johnny, what am I watching?
If Rolex made them, they'd be engineered to perfection. So we'll start with an emerald green box with a golden ribbon, exactly like a Rolex watch case. Then at the top, we'll add the Rolex crown logo with Rolex Culinary Division underneath. Then the product name, Swiss Pizza Bites, because of course they're made in Switzerland. Below that, we'll add the subline, Precision Baked Minis, Oven Ready Craftsmanship. Folks, it just doesn't get better than this. On the right, we're going to add the polished gold plate with the Pizza Bites. Each one's identical and symmetrical. And yes, I picked Pizza Bites because, well, frankly, they are a circle. And in small print in the bottom right, we'll add Made in Switzerland and the contents. Would you try it?
You know that Rolex also makes chocolate? Well, they don't make chocolate, but they have a lot of branded stuff that you are not aware of. Chocolates, sunglasses, golf balls. It's insane. Like, their accessory catalog is insane. And this is how it works. Retailers every year can order hundreds of different accessories. It's really cool. They have to pay for that because those accessories are going to be gifts for their good customers.
Oh, so they can't sell the accessories?
No, they can't sell the accessories. It's all for a gift. And this is how you can recognize a real good authorized dealer and a cheap ass piece of shit authorized dealer. The ones that don't give you the goods. So if you buy a Rolex from an AD, always ask for goods. And if the AD says, no, we don't have any, first of all, they're lying because they're required to have those things on their premises, because there's moments where a really important customer can come in and you need to give this customer something from Rolex. If they're saying they don't have any, you're just not important enough. They don't really give a about you. That's the truth. That's the honest truth. That's the dead truth.
Make me a 3-watch collection for $20,000.
3 watches for 20 grand? I have an idea.
Hold my beer. I have an idea.
Let's do this. Every collection needs a good sports watch and a GMT. So the Tag Heuer Aqua Racer GMT, 42 millimeter case, stainless steel. I happen to really love the cool green malachite motif going on. Half green, half black bezel. GMT watch, sport watch, stainless steel, $3,800. Can't beat it. All right, so next up for our dress watch, the Cartier Santos. The absolute
I really love this energy, mate. I really love this energy. And then he comes out with this rubbish. A dress watch. The Cartier Santos is the epitome of a sports watch. That's not a dress watch.
perfect watch for any corner of a good watch collection.
Yeah, it belongs in a collection. Yeah, fantastic, great watch. It's not a dress watch, you mark. It's a sports watch.
This is just under 40 mil. This is 39.8 millimeter. One of the things I love about the Santos is quick strap change. So you can put the sports strap on it very easily, leather strap on it very easily. This is a jeans and t-shirt watch. This is a tuxedo watch. You cannot beat this watch. Last, but definitely not
No, not as a dress watch. It's not a dress watch. A Cartier Santos is a sports watch.
least, every collection has to have a Rolex. The perfect everyday Rolex, a good tool watch if you will, is the Explorer. 39 millimeter, stainless steel, polished bezel, black dial, really cool indices.
ChatGPT, Mr. AI, define me the word tool watch.
I see what you're asking. So tool watch is a term that comes from the watch world. Basically, a tool watch is a watch that's designed specifically for a particular practical purpose or function beyond just telling the time. For example, dive watches are...
Who the is this guy? How can you say that a Rolex Explorer is a tool watch? Basically, a tool watch is a watch that is designed specifically for a particular purpose or function beyond just telling the time. What is a Rolex Explorer? A time-only watch. This guy is a tool. That's not a tool watch. That's just a Rolex Explorer where you can only tell the time. If it was a Rolex Explorer 2, you would actually have a possibility to read a second time zone. What is a Rolex Explorer 2? A tool watch. What is a Rolex Explorer? Not a tool watch. I'm not being the know-all kid, but if you're trying to educate people about watches, please educate people correctly. The Cartier Santos is a sports watch, not a dress watch. I understand you can make that slight mistake. A Rolex Explorer is not a tool watch. A Submariner is a tool watch because it is a diving bezel where you can measure time. A Daytona is a tool watch. What can you do there? You can use a chronograph. It's a tool to measure distance, speed, etc. Actually pisses me off.
It just works. Everything about this watch works. $7,500 for the 3 watches. We're at $17,500.
I'm actually pissed off because this guy looks like he's good energy, right? He clearly works at an authorized dealer or something. This is ridiculous.
So we're under 20 grand with 2,500 to spare, and you've got 3 beautiful watches.
Why do you want that 2,500 spare though? I thought it was a $20,000 watch collection.
Yeah, so, yeah, what's the kick there? With a $20,000 watch collection. When you educate someone correctly. Before we get into the next watch, a new drop by IFL Watches, ladies and gentlemen. And this is, like me, a gambling degenerate. I thought it was like a slot machine. I'm a gambling degenerate. Anyway, all the dials are hand-painted. Hand-painted. There's a wee man painting this by hand. It's going to be a very, very limited watch, and you can make it yours, but first link in the description.
As far as the logos go as well, I think they're very nice.
Yeah,
The size
yeah.
as well.
IFL Watches, thank you for your support, and what a cool watch. And value for money, to be fair. I absolutely love it. I choose a Grand Seiko over Rolex any day of the week. The lefties are in attack again.
I would choose a Grand Seiko over a Rolex any day of the week.
Luckily, there are people like you. Otherwise, if like nobody buys Grand Seiko, we wouldn't be able to support the lefties in this world. You see what I mean?
This Grand Seiko that I'm wearing was my first big boy watch. I was thinking about...
Correction, that's not a big boy watch. That's a Seiko, where you paid more than $1,000 for. That's not a big boy watch, son.
Should I get like a Datejust or an Oyster Perpetual from Rolex? I feel like everyone always goes for the Rolex just for the name and just for the flash.
Yes, that's correct.
I wanted something that's low-key, that had craftsmanship, and that's something that just speaks to me. And I've been eyeing at this Grand Seiko for like a good 2 years.
Lovely.
And there's a specific movement called a spring drive. I'm a huge watch guy, and nowhere in the market where I've ever seen the second hands glide ever so smoothly. It's like,
listen mate, spring drive is lovely and Seiko is lovely. Grand Seiko is a marketing ploy. I didn't start this craze. I didn't hate on Grand Seiko as well. I just hate people saying it's better than Rolex. It's not. Grand Seiko has done all in the world, where Rolex changed and shaped the industry it is today. It doesn't tell the time better, and they're lovely dials. I just look at hardcore facts. They both make watches, they're both acceptable, they're both lovely, but the true value of an object is defined by the secondary value, the secondary market. That's where you see what the true value is of an object. You can like it or not, but the true value of Bitcoin is defined by the market. The true value of Grand Seiko is defined by the market. The true value of Rolex is defined by the market. Do you get the point? Grand Seiko, you lose about 50-60% the moment you walk out of the door. Rolex, you lose on average about 10%, but there's also watches that are going over retail. So the true value sits on the secondary market. Are we talking craftsmanship? Are we talking about nicer dials? That is an opinion. That's not a fact. That is subjective. And now for everyone that always gives me shit about me shitting on Grand Seiko, they're good watches, but I don't like them. They're just a Seiko. But within the Seiko Corporation, there's a different company. It's called Crador. And Crador is proper craftsmanship. This is just a marketing ploy. And you are just not willing to see the actual truth. Grand Seiko has absolute zero value for money.
when you look at like watches, it's either like tick, 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 like an automatic, or
Yeah, 6 beats, 7 beats, 8 beats a second. Yes, frequency 28,800 hertz. Yeah, good. Go on.
quartz that just kind of like this, right?
Yeah, tick or dead beat seconds. A tick, which is a mechanical movement, which is actually significantly more complicated and more expensive than anything Grand Seiko's ever produced.
Right. But this watch right here, it just glides like butter. I just fell in love.
If that is the reason why you love Grand Seiko, because it glides, that is the biggest pile of bullshit reason of, you know what, it's not bullshit. I need to apologize. Denny, I need to apologize. It's not bullshit. You love it, and I'm glad you love it. I'm happy for you. As long as you can look at that watch and be very proud of what you've done, and that you can buy that watch, but just call it the way it is. It's just a Seiko.
Fell in love with it, and then this dial right here is called a Shunbun, which translates to cherry blossom. So under good sunlight, even in different lightings, you can see like a peak hue. It just represents the spring when the cherry blossoms are blossoming in Japan.
It is just a big pile of shit.
If you're wearing your watch on the left hand, move that watch to the right hand. And if you're wearing it, normally you wear it on the right hand, move it to the left hand. And just fix it on the other hand. And just do it right now. You know, when I'm talking to you right now, how do you feel? What do you feel?
Well, that's gay. This feels weird. It feels ugh.
I'm sure that you're feeling heaviness. For the first time, you are experiencing the heaviness of the watch. You think, oh, this watch is so heavy. I can guarantee one more thing. Your brain will continue to give you...
He's actually right. He's actually true. He's actually right. I do feel the heaviness.
messages to move the watch back to the left hand. Why this is happening? It's because the brain always wants to choose the path of least resistance. Whatever the brain is familiar of, the brain wants you to do the same thing again and again and again. The moment you try to make any change, the brain resists. That's why during the dinner time, even though there are 7 or 8 chairs around the dining table, you will be sitting on the same chair every single night having the dinner, isn't it? That's your brain's power.
What is this guy Indian fella's name? I thought I was going to absolutely rip him to shreds, mate. But he's right. He's right.
Imagine the kind of major decisions you want to take in your life. You want to make a major change in your life. Do you think your brain is going to allow you? So the brain will give you all the messages saying that don't do it, don't do it.
Is this the Indian Andrew Tate?
This is the Indian Andrew Tate.
Nandrew Tate?
Nandrew. That is bad.
So don't get surprised when your brain stops you when you are making new decisions in your life. When you are changing something significant in your life, brain will...
Yeah, that's true. Don't you do it.
But one thing you should keep in mind, if I keep on wearing the watch on the right hand, after a few days, the brain will become familiar with this. So that means if you wanted to create anything new, start a new habit, anything, if you keep on doing it after some time, that becomes the familiarity sound for the brain.
If you wear your watch on the right, it is an indication that you're gay. It's exactly the same as putting a reversed pineapple on a door on a cruise boat. You're open for swinging. That's a signal. It's a secret signal. I'm not even joking. It's actually true.
We're talking about how much the fist, start the blazer. How much the blazer?
Oh, not this guy.
Blazer, so the whole suit.
Okay, how much the whole suit?
Who's the guy on the right?
Nick Jonas.
Who's Nick Jonas?
One of the Jonas Brothers. Joe's brother. Kevin's brother. Frankie's brother.
The Jonas Brothers, the singers, the boy band.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember them.
Camp Rock.
Huh?
Camp Rock.
They're in Belfast quite often, aren't
Jonas
they?
LA.
Can you just
Disney
fucking...
Channel.
No, like I don't go to I'm old, I'm 54, shut up.
I think it's three grand.
Okay, 3 grand for the suit, okay.
But come on, we got the
Come closer, show him real quick.
beautiful
That's what a woman has in her lingerie, that type of finish.
What the watch talk about?
NJ collab
Okay.
fossil watch.
Okay.
Only a few pieces. Let me show you something crazy. There's only 2,292 of these, and I got the 0000 of these.
Okay.
Jonas Fossil collab. I'll send you the whole collab.
I f***ing hate Fossil nowadays. The way they dealt with Zodiac customers. I dropped Zodiac as a brand. It is atrocious. The Fossil group is a f***ing embarrassment. Zodiac is a watch brand that is owned by the Fossil group. Fossil group is a conglomerate and several other brands, including Michael Kors. I'm working with 3 insane creators individually to create a watch for them on their name.
Jump Bar Bonnie Blue.
Love that. We have a retail business, which is Pride and Pinion, but we also have a manufacturing business, there's some consultancy, like whatever. I'm working on a few projects at the moment. If he's a real watch guy, we need to build a real watch together. And it needs to be mechanical and it can't be fossil stuff. It needs to be right at a really reasonable price point. Like something really special, thought about. What is his name again? Jonas? Nick? Nick lad. When you're in Belfast, hit me up, son.
He's good friends with Alex Warren.
Oh, and I like Alex. Alex is a nice guy. He's going to be in Belfast soon. I'm really looking forward to meet him, actually. But I do have something to sort out here. On the 24th of April 2022, sends me a lovely DM, which I really appreciate, and I reply to. Love your YouTube videos, made me fall in love with watches. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. On the 7th of May 2024, he says, ha ha ha, my first will be from you. Alex, you have now a relatively good collection, and I don't think the first one came from me, as far as I know, or can remember. What's going on here, son? He's a good guy. I like the guy. He's class.
Here are the top 3 watches people buy when they outgrow their starter phase. Most people start with something simple, but once you actually learn watches, once you understand movements, finishing, design, you upgrade into one of these 3 usually, and it has nothing to do with price, it's about taste. Number 3 is the Tag Heuer Carrera. This is when people kind of move past the beginner watches and they want something with real motorsport DNA.
I don't know what to say. I think this Carrera is absolutely the bollocks. It looks absolutely amazing. I've never had the opportunity to wear it. My relationship with LVMH is non-existent, and specifically with Tech Heuer. I think it could be because of my Hublot feud, because Hublot is also owned by the LVMH group, which is, they're basically the Tech Heuer bros. Tech Heuer has made some incredible watches in recent years. They also increased their prices with about 300%, to be honest, but this is not top class finish. This is like off the conveyor belt type of watch, to be honest. Well, the design is absolutely spectacular.
Automatic chronograph, great proportions, it's a masculine design, and it finally feels like...
It's not really masculine because it's like small. It's like 39, 38, 40 millimeter, like it's small. It's not masculine.
Number 2 is an Omega Seamaster Diver. You want something with real specs finally, ceramic bezel, coaxial movement, legit water resistance, even though you don't really need to go 300 meters down, but it's cool to have.
I would actually argue to say this is your starter phase, Omega. Omega Seamaster is your starter phase. Well, of course you have Tissot and stuff, but like I would say this is for a lot of people their first luxury watch, which is actually perfect. This is like the perfect first luxury watch vibe. My first luxury watch was a Omega Speedmaster.
It's a watch that feels serious on the wrist for the first time. And number 1 kind of shares a few models. There's the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak.
Well, he shows a 15-year-old Royal Oak. I don't know who this guy is. Probably a nice guy. Risque Miami. But this is the biggest pile of shit I've ever heard.
This is nicknamed the Elephant, and also I would argue the newer Big Bangs in 43 millimeter.
Well, he shows a old piece of shit. Big Bang. Big Bang.
These have an in-house movement.
Big Bang. Whatever the it is. Shit. I cannot take this guy serious. This is not a watch creator. This is a retailer. He sells watches, doesn't he? 100% he sells watches. And he made this TikTok to sell one of these watches. Wrist Game Miami.
Wrist Game Miami?
His name is Wrist Game Miami.
Oh, Wrist Game?
Yes, he's a dealer. He's a dealer. That's why I made that video. Fair enough, fair enough. I plug my business also all the time, but at least I educate people, authentic and honest.
Everyone loves to talk about birth year watches, but are they actually worth it? Let's get into it. Here we go. So what's a birth year watch? A birth year watch is a watch that was made the same year you were born, not the released year, the actual production year of that watch. Collectors tend to love it because it feels very personal. It's almost like a miniature time capsule captured on something that can go onto your wrist. It's sentimental, it makes a great milestone piece, and honestly, it's also a really cool story to tell when you talk about why you bought that watch.
I don't. Is he real or is this AI?
I don't know.
It's really mad. I do like his subject, and he's right. Love birth year watches and stuff.
You got a birth year watch?
Yeah, my Rolex Daytona 6265, 1987. Actually, I'm 54, so it doesn't matter.
And I thank you so much for watching.
That can't be real, can it not?
He's like on camera.
Yeah, he's on camera. Like, it's really weird.
But do you think it's an AI avatar?
Yeah, it could easily be. Let's see if we can get him on camera, exposing the truth.
You do not want to mess up your wedding watch because you only get one chance.
You only get one chance. Yeah. You've never been in Dubai, have you? You get multiple chances at that, son.
These are the 3 most important things I would do if I was you when looking for your wedding watch. Number 1, you want something classic. At under $500, Laurier is classic personified. The Speedmaster is super classic. There's a reason this watch has basically not changed in 50 years. 2, you want to go with a household brand name. I know that sounds insane, but brands like Rolex, even Omega, Tudor even, let's be honest, or on the affordable side, Seiko. In my opinion, this is very important because when you're married 40 years from now, hopefully, you'll still...
Yeah, I'll probably still be married in 40 years. Maybe not to the same person, like.
Brand name on your wrist. And all those companies I just mentioned will be around 40, 50 years from now. Even though I love Laurier, I can't really guarantee that. Let's be complete.
Well, I can guarantee that because that watch won't be working in 5 years. Simple as. That watch could potentially break sooner than your marriage.
If you have the means, pay up for the watch you actually want. If you want a Rolex Daytona, for example, and you can spend the money to get a Rolex Daytona, go and get it.
Yeah, go and get it.
Don't just buy the affordable option because that's what you can afford and that's the style you want. Buy the thing you really want.
Get the wife you really want. Don't settle. Get the wife you really want.
Or buy them.
Or buy them. Well, that's the same. I would say marry your watch and buy your wife.
Have you ever wondered what the top selling watches are on Amazon? I did. I actually got them. Let's count.
I genuinely, this guy's a breath of fresh air. I like this guy.
Them down. At number 5 is this watch from Cheetah. From what I found out, it's a fashion brand from the UK. They sell these for about 90 pounds, but it's on Amazon for about 45 bucks. And that's pretty much what it's worth too. It's a quartz chronograph that's 42 millimeters, black monochrome.
Millimeters. He does that on purpose.
I imagine people got this because it's pretty decent looking, very cheap, and I don't know, it's probably one of the top searches when you type in watches. At number 4 is actually a pretty good watch. The Timex Expedition. I actually love this watch. It's a quartz watch that's 40 millimeters, really comfortable, comes with this really nice strap, cool cream colored dial, a whole bunch of different indicators on it too, and of course that classic Indiglo. This is a really nice watch for the money.
I really like that. I really like millimeters. I need to start using, like, he's onto something here, man.
However, when you look up on Amazon watches and you click on the best-selling filter, this is not what comes up. You want to know what it is? Yup, Spider-Man. It's a fun little kid's watch that has Spider-Man on it. It's a digital watch. You can click through to have the date and you can click through to have the seconds. It's a great little starter watch for your babies or for your kids, and it's fun to have Spider-Man on there. It even lights up. Look at
Get it, but you're an adult. For your kids. Lovely. Not for you. If not, I'm going to ask questions.